Welcome, lore enthusiasts. I'm your host, Alex Stories, and welcome to Stories of the Scrolls. Today, we will discover the story of Akavir. Across the Ptolemaic Ocean, to the east of Tamriel, lies a continent. The continent known as Akavir, the homeland of four seemingly unrelated races, collectively known as the races of Akavir, or the Akaviri races. These races are believed to have originated from the wandering Elnafae. Akavir translates to Dragonland in multiple Tamrielic languages. There are little Tamrielic men or mer that have visited Akavir. The Nerevarine, so the protagonist of the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, is reported to have gone on a trip to Akavir after defeating Dagoth-Ur. And perhaps the most well-known is Uriel Septim V, who went to Akavir to invade the continent. Little else is known about Akavir and its inhabitants, but I tried my best to collect every bit of lore I found to be interesting. First up, history. The history of Akavir is shrouded in mystery and bold tales of legend. The myth that is told is once a legendary hero rode a dragon into battle, slaying Akaviri slave traders. Overkill if you ask me. The first recorded encounter between Tamrielic races and Akaviri races was in the year 2703 of the First Era, during the Akaviri invasion of Tamriel by the race known as the Tsaci. But it was stopped by Emperor Riemann Cyrodiil I, when the invaders heard his voice and discovered that Riemann Cyrodiil was the fabled Dragonborn. Riemann offered the Tsaci an official pardon if they fought for the Empire. And the Tsaci accepted this offer and later played an important role within the Empire and the Emperor's court. The second recorded encounter is the second Akaviri invasion in the year 572 of the Second Era. It was planned and carried out by the Kamal, or snow demons of Akavir, led by their king Adda-Sum-Dir Kamal. They led a huge naval assault on the northern shores of Skyrim and Morrowind. The bulk of the force landed by the White River just outside of Windhelm. The city fell to the Kamal as they were in overwhelming force until the formation of the Ebonheart Pact, an alliance in the Three Banners War, which combined Nords, Dunmer, and Argonians to fight alongside one another. The Kamal fought off the shores of Skyrim and Morrowind by this alliance. Then in the year 268 of the Third Era, the first and only Tamrielic invasion of Akavir happened, as Emperor Uriel Septim V took the Ruby Throne. He took over a few islands off the eastern coast of Tamriel and used them as a base of operations in preparation for the invasion of the Tsaci-controlled part of Akavir. This invasion failed, however, and Uriel Septim V was killed in the event known as the Disaster of Akavir or the Disaster at Ionith. I will make a full video on the invasion and the Disaster at Ionith later. Then, the races of Akavir. First, the Tang Mo. The Tang Mo are a race of intelligent monkeys who were constantly oppressed by the other races on Akavir. Every other race has tried to invade the islands of the Tang Mo, and the Tang Mo have always fought them off. Interestingly, they have since made an alliance with another race, the Kapotun. More on them later. Second, the Tsaci. The description of the Tsaci are differing, from some claiming they are fully serpent-like and some claim that they look fully human. Other accounts state that they are a mix between two, and the Lore Fandom website calls them vampiric serpent men. For this video, I saw they're a mix or a hybrid between man and serpent. Now this would suggest that they have the upper body of a human and serpent legs, or rather lack thereof, kind of like a centaur. Circling back to the first Akaviri invasion that was stopped by Riemann I at the end of the First Era. At the end of the First Era, in the year 2920, the Tsaci named by the Versity Shea, who served as advisor to Riemann III, while secretly Firstly, Shay plotted to eliminate the Riemann line of emperors, and it actually worked. When Riemann III died without an heir, Firstly, Shay took control of the empire as a potentate and ruled for over 300 years until his assassination at the hands of the monarch Tong. Firstly, Shay's son, Severian Korak, was the second Akaviri potentate and ruled for a further 100 years, before he too was assassinated and the Elder Council put an imperial back on the ruby throne. Also, the Tsesi are said to be responsible for the disappearance of humans on Akavir. The records say that the humans were eaten by the Tsesi. Whether eaten is to be taken literally or not is not clear, since none of the Tsesi are able to procreate with humans. Wonder how they do that without a lower body. The third race is the Kapotun, a tiger-like race, kind of like the Khajiit, but then even more tiger. This race had a war against the dragons of Akavir and won. Since all the dragons are gone from Akavir, the Kapotun has since attempted to become dragons themselves. There's only one kind that is actually being achieved by the leader of the Kapotun, Raka. Further, it is known that the Kapotun have an alliance with the Tang Mo race. Now, whether this alliance is still standing, we do not know, since there has been no documented records of Akavir or Akaviri relations since the last invasion. Now, and last but not least, the Kamal, or snow demons. For a period of time, the Kamal are frozen in their cold kingdom in the northern parts of Akavir. And once every year, they thaw out and ravage other parts of Akavir, mostly the Tang Mo, but the monkey folk always drive them back. It is also known that the Kamal has assaulted both the Kapotun and the Tsesi, and the Kamal were also responsible for the second Akaviri invasion. Now for the land of Akavir. The map you see on screen is not an official lore-friendly or canon map. This map is actually fan-made, and this is used by me and other lore masters to explain the continent of Akavir, but there is no real knowing if this is correct or not. There's multiple maps on Akavir that you can find. That was the story on Akavir. If you enjoyed, a like on the video would be very much appreciated. Until we meet again, lore enthusiasts, tell us guide you.